Good morning and welcome to the live stream. Hello, FRE Dude Gaming. Yeah, I gotta reinstall my Forza Horizon so I can actually play it again. It's been wow, I don't even know, like over a year easily since the last time I actually played Forza Horizon 5. But I do enjoy it. I like it a lot, so I might as well do that. The only problem with Forza Horizon for me is I can't really fine-tune my view. So what you see here in Forza Horizon, it has to be the hood cam, and I don't really like the hood cam. But, you know, it is what it is. But Forza Horizon, it's a lot of fun. All right, so here we are in American Truck Simulator, and we're in the state line between, I don't even know what state, but we're entering Arizona, as you can see in the sign up ahead. And we're going to deliver some cargo, which is a few cars, pickup trucks that are on my Volvo DNL 2014. Well, obviously, I am driving a Volvo. Why wouldn't I? Right? And let's get going. Gotta get the parking brake off. Parking brake off. And let's go. I think I can get the music a little lower and the game a little louder. Let me know if that's good. It's always important for me to set up correctly, and I know that I have to set up something else differently here very quickly because my chat screen is in front of my rear view mirror and that's no fun. Hello everybody on YouTube. Well, welcome to the live stream. I'm really glad you're here. If you're enjoy this kind of content, like with real cars driving in game, please click the like button if you don't mind, and subscribe if you're not. I post tutorials, I post gameplays, I post shorts, post a whole bunch of videos that I like to share with you guys. So today we're driving in American Truck Simulator, and I'm checking my information here on my Apple CarPlay. I'm pretty sure your Apple CarPlay does not have your PC information in it. It's incredible how badly optimized is American Truck Simulator. I'm running a 4090 with a 9950X 3D, and the darn thing is like at 80 FPS right now in triple 4K. Clear right. I don't know if we're clear left because OBS is right in front of me, so let's just hope for the best. Pretty low speed limit here. Thank you, Danielo. Hey, Stephanie. Hello. Good morning to you, or good afternoon, depends on where you are in the world. Even good evening if you're on the other side of the world. I have a few friends that live in Australia. Especially on my TikTok. I'm good at driving. It's a truck. I'm just chilling, driving slow. But thank you. I think I'm better at building than I am at driving. Although I don't think I suck at driving. In real life, I drive pretty normal. Within the speed limit and all. I have my driver's license for 5 years now, and I never had a ticket. So I guess that's a real measurement of a good driver. are you watching on YouTube vertical or YouTube horizontal, Stephanie? Just out of curiosity. It doesn't show to me where you're coming from. I know you're on YouTube, but I don't know which format. So I don't know if you're seeing everything or just a little tiny window that you can't see on a vertical format. Controls a little bit closer here. Horizontal, thank you. So you're getting the best experience. You can actually see my Apple CarPlay thing. So you can see the information displayed there. Thank you. Yeah, I never know where people are watching. And my counter here is a little weird. Like I have two counters for YouTube right now. One is showing 0 on horizontal. One is showing 2 on vertical. And the other is saying 7. I have no clue what's real. On TikTok is a little better. I know there are about 7 to 8 people there right now on TikTok. Hello, Theo. Going over to medium here. Oh, it's a video game. It's totally a game. I can go outside. I can go back inside. The only thing is I'm driving with a real car interior, so it looks more realistic, and I can touch things. It's not like some kind of projection or green screen like some people have. Mine is an actual Volvo 2005 Volvo S60R interior that I got from the junkyard, and I pretty much just connected here in my home office. And I like playing and sharing, so here we are. Burying some weird indoor car simulator. We're entering Arizona again? I can bypass the wait station. Good. Okay, thank you. And I gotta stop for a rest. Speeding violation? Ah, oh, come on. It was 35 miles an hour. I was doing 40. No, this is called American Truck Simulator. This game is was specifically made for simulators, for trucks. Sorry. I gotta watch out my speed here since 25. Again? It just lowered. That's 2 speeding tickets. Well, as you can see, in real life I don't have any tickets, but in game I do have 2 now, just on this live stream. Ah, no, come on, now you're joking. Okay, I'll just put on cruise control. Let's stop for a rest. I think that's what we need. There's a rest area here on this gas station to the right. As you can hear, my driver is yawning. Thank you, Luis Rodriguez. Thank you for the follow, good sir. So let's park. And let's reverse park. Just because I want to make it harder, not easier. backing up. I know I'm getting tired. You've said that already. They are really watching me. And I think it will buff off. Just barely a scratch. I hit a truck, but I was so close. I can see the parking space right there. I think it's your fault, Stephanie. You said I am a good driver. So I just had to get like 3 speeding tickets in like 5 minutes. And now I just crashed. I'm joking. It's my fault. But now I'm doing better on my parking here. So let's see. That's better. That's better. And straight in now. Yeah, you said I was a good driver. You jinxed me. All right, so we're backed in. Not too bad. A little bit to the side here, but I'll take that. So here's what happens next. I'm getting tired, so I gotta park and brake. Gotta turn off the engine, and then sleep. Get some rest. Good morning, Brian. How you doing? So it's morning here in Arizona with our VNL, and it's, as you can hear, raining. Quite a lot here. All right, so let's get going. Go back inside the truck. Get the engine started. All right. Oh, you got to work, man, on Saturday? Man, that sucks. Parking brake. And let's get some wipers going here because it's raining. Not too much. I think it recalculated the route, so I can go that way. And we're not going to get any more tickets, Stephanie. So you just got to write, I suck at driving, and then I'm going to be good. All right, there's the road. I'm going to lean a little bit here so I can see a little better. I don't think I'll be able to see it. Because the problem is on my left here, the OBS streaming screen is right in front of the left, so I can't see just like I can on the right, so I'll have to move my mouse here. Okay, no cars coming. Go. Let's not hit the sign. Okay, we're clear. Raining a lot here. Arizona doesn't rain that much, I guess. Thank you, Stephanie. That's better. Now we're not going to get any more tickets. Or crash. There's a construction zone here. Stop here on red. See, I saw that. Okay. Yeah, I hate these constructions that they have one lane. Here in my neighborhood, they had one. They were resurfacing the entry to our HOA, and it was like this for like 2 months. But they weren't so fancy with a traffic light like this. Just had the guy with the stop sign. Okay, green light. Let's go. Wow, they made a big hole here on the left. $30 miles an hour. Keep it at 30. All right, we're gonna turn right. Funny, but every turn has to be to the right so I can't see who's coming. There's a car coming. Another car coming. Okay, I think it's clear. Okay. Clear. Didn't hit the sign. That's what matters. Thank you, Droopy. Droopy? I think that's how you say it, I hope. Now I can see who's coming from there. No OBS. There's a car coming. Two cars, actually. Come on, you guys are driving too slow. Of course, this guy's gonna turn. Also, how much and what wheel am I using? So, you were very good questions. Mimi Motoase. Hope I said it right. I know I butchered it. But you're on YouTube, so just check out my YouTube channel. You know, bookmark. I have a tutorial. I go in detail about every single cost. But I'll give you a breakdown, like a general breakdown. So, for the car part, just the car interior, it was just about $300, and I spent another about $400 in like wood, carpet, electronics, like Arduinos, all that good stuff, to get the buttons working. So I can get all the buttons working. I can change here the view. I can go back inside the truck. I can turn my hazards on. The wiper works, you know, like all that. Now, for the rest, like the TVs, the computer, you know, what else? The wheelbase, that kind of stuff, it's a little more expensive. Or you could go cheap. I went more expensive, so you asked what wheel am I using? I'm using a Fanatec Club Sport DD that is underneath this Volvo. So obviously there's no airbag here. And in here you'll find a sacrificial steering wheel from Fanatec, because as one might know, Fanatec requires to detect a Fanatec steering wheel in order to get the force feedback working. So this has a Fanatec in here, and an ESP32 that makes all the buttons work. So I can click on my Apple CarPlay and change. I can go to the next track here on, you know, like just like a regular car. There's a directional D-pad here in the back, which comes with the Volvo steering wheel to control the navigation in the real car. So, you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. Not expensive. It's a lot cheaper than a lot of people think. If you want to go cheap, there's people who, like, if you, let's say you have the car, right? Car that's old or you're not using, and you're gonna send it to the yard, just you have an interior, so that's for free. Wood, I mean, that's not that bad. I spent like $100 in wood pieces. Carpet, that's another 100, give or take. I bought those cheap carpets at Home Depot, so it's very attainable, and you know, you can get it working with a G29 or a T300 steering wheel. I just wouldn't recommend getting the, you know, like a real car steering wheel, because they're heavier. Oh, thank you for staying here with me, Stephanie. I hope to see you again. I love reading the comments. I mean, it's, you know, why I stream. Yeah, you could say so, just Jacob, but the problem is, if I buy a semi-cab, my wife is probably gonna say that's enough. I've got this simulator here in my home office. I got another one in my garage, which is the one I used for the tutorial on YouTube. I have the BMW one, which not here in my house, but I have the electronics here that I'm working on the tutorial. So yeah, I can't buy a semi, although that would be fun. I have friends with real, like, truck cabins, and those are cool. Snupka, yes, the miles do go up. The only thing with the miles here is that the miles, particularly in American Truck Simulator, they go with the speedometer. So they calculate. So if I run 20 miles for 1 hour, you're going to see 20 miles here on the speedometer. But the American Truck Simulator game world is compressed. So you'll see the miles to empty there going down really fast because the world is compressed. So they say it's going to take the same amount of miles as in real life, but the world is smaller. Hence, 10 miles here is not 10 miles in game. Does that make sense? It'd be cool to make a car interior in a room and be able to have someone sit next to you. Yes. Well, I don't know. You're probably watching on vertical, Mimi. If you watch on horizontal, I do have a passenger seat right here. So yesterday, for instance, my daughter was here. My father-in-law was here also. So, you know, people can sit here with me and enjoy the drive, if you will. My wife does that sometimes as well. You have a Volkswagen Jetta with 200,000 miles. That's a lot, man. Yeah. I mean, you could take the interior and just, go to town, right? Follow my tutorial. My tutorial is on YouTube, and I go step by step. And it works for different cars. It's not just for the Volvo. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yes, every game that I play, I need to manually set the key bindings. So, for instance, I put the manual, like when you change for the air recirculation here, changes the camera, right? So if I click this, it'll change to this camera. If I click advanced here, it'll go back inside the truck. On and off will turn the truck on and off. If I click here on the temperature knob, it'll change cameras as well. So I can go to specific cameras, not crash. So yeah, and if I'm driving, for instance, in Assetto Corsa, the key bindings are different. So yeah. Yeah, I've seen those, Just Jacob. Those are pretty cool. There's a guy that he did a Hyundai, I don't even know what kind of Hyundai that is, and that was pretty cool, I gotta say. I've seen a guy with a BMW. The guy had a BMW simulator, the whole car, and it's on platform, so it moves around a little bit, and that is pretty awesome. And if you're interested in the Apple CarPlay, it's available on my YouTube as well. You have a link you can download, and if you sim race in any game, it'll work, and you can use on your tablet or phone. It doesn't have to be like this on a dedicated navigation screen. You can just set it up and get it working on any tablet or phone just through the internet connection. You have a parked Genesis. Ooh, a Genesis would be cool. I like Hyundai and Kias. I have soft side for them. I used to have a Hyundai Azera in the past, and I currently have a Kia Carnival, the minivan. The sound you heard is the lane depart assistance. The rain is stopping. Get it off. A little bit of water still, but you can see the road is much brighter now. And I hope the camera is being able to capture. Behind, there's a police officer up ahead, and the speed limit dropped from 65 to 55. I got like 2 or 3 tickets already on this live stream. So if I do have BeamNG drive, yes I do, and I was playing BeamNG last night, not on live stream, but with my daughter and father-in-law, and we were having a blast. I was racing down a hill with semi trucks. loaded with those like steel coils, like that weigh 20 tons each. It's always a lot of fun. I love BeamNG. I think it's a lot of fun to drive and play. BeamNG is one of the most like fun games you have around nowadays as sim racing titles goes, in my opinion. I'm not big like iRacing kind of guy that goes for like super dedication on sim racing. I go like for American Truck Simulator, Assetto Corsa in like open world. That's the kind of stuff I like more. And BeamNG, just crashing the heck out of that car. Gotta wait for the red light. That's one of the things that I like about American Truck Simulator. It's, you know, you drive like normal. Thank you everybody who's liking the live stream on TikTok, and you guys that are joining also on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys. I hope it's working on Instagram. I don't know if anybody here's on the chat is from Instagram. And if you're on Instagram, I might not be able to read your chat because I'm trying. This is new. It's the first time I'm live streaming on Instagram from my OBS. Cars, drift racing. Yeah, I haven't tried that track yet. And I suck at drifting. I gotta learn. One day I'm gonna sit down here and I'm gonna dedicate myself to learn how to drift. So if you're watching on Instagram, I recommend you join my YouTube live stream, especially the horizontal one, because you can see everything, not just the little piece you can see there, or Twitch. Twitch also works. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm streaming on both on Twitch, like vertical and horizontal. So if you flip your phone, you should be able to see both versions. Yeah, I can't read the chat. I hope there's somebody on Instagram, but I can't see if you're talking. I can read the chat on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So here the speed limit is like 75 miles an hour, so I can hit the road. And I think the camera is kind of blowing the image today. It wasn't like this. I might need to get the exposure down a bit. The problem is if I get the exposure down too much, you can't see the dashboard. Cruise control here. We're cruising through Arizona. Well, granted, Arizona is pretty bright, so exposure is kind of blowing off. Another construction? We've seen like 4 constructions already. Alright, so let's get the cruise control off. So if I use here this button here, it's my engine brake. I can slow down using my engine. Alright, clear right, let's go back. Thank you for sharing the live stream, Toppy. Yeah, sorry. Let's try that, because I think it's a little bit too bright, and that's annoying me. Let's get the hazards on. Let's stop here on shoulder. where's my image? Let's get the shutter speed a little faster. There we go, look at that. That's just about good. Looks a little better. Now if it's not too dark. Yeah, leave it like this. Alright, let's get back on the road. So we should be pretty close to the delivery site. It says, how many miles? 85 miles, which in real world is a lot less. So let's see. It's saying 85 miles, 83 miles now, and we're 16 miles on the odometer. Let's see how that translates, because I never did the math. Just about 17 miles and 80 miles distance remaining. I see here the distance remaining. Answer the age-old question. Another construction. Road. Okay. I think it's worth saying again, if you're watching on Instagram, I can't read the chat on Instagram. I can read on Twitch, and I can read on YouTube, and I can read on TikTok. Fortunately not on Instagram. I gotta find a solution for that. Eventually I'll work on it. This is the first time I'm live streaming here, as you may know. Where's the exit? We're super close. 49 miles. So we were at 17 miles when it was just about 80 miles to go. Now we're at 45 miles to go, and we drove just about 2-3 miles. Now you can see how the world is shrinked here in this game. Dude is almost parking a car on the road. There we go, found the exit, the next one. And you guys will witness me trying to park. Which, I need to improve. I never drove with a trailer towing anything in real life, so everything I have I learned here. 15 miles and we drove just about 4 miles. Since it was showing 80 miles. Let's see the final result. I'm curious now. I never did the math. I think I could just ask Google, but it's not as much fun. If somebody asked Google already, you can post in the chat. What's the compression here in American Truck Simulator? There's our destination on the left. Where's the entrance? There we go. So let's check in. And let's get it the hard way. Ooh, that's gonna be a hard parking spot. But hey, let's go. Gonna be over to my right somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna have to back in. It's right there. It's on the other side of that pile. So let's already back in here. Go inside the truck for maximum realism. And that's gonna be one of the hardest parking that I've ever done. So rejoice making fun of my parking skills. Alright, so I gotta just back it up here because we need to drive in reverse there. This is something that annoys me. It keeps asking me if I want to skip parking, even though I chose the parking. Like harder parking. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go forward and back up again because I'm pretty close to the barrier there. There's a bunch of like stuff there. Now it's better. Now we have to straighten up. Alright, it's pretty good now. And then I have to turn at the right location. We're gonna have to do a double turn. I respect truck drivers so much for knowing how to park. They do this, like, they make it look so easy, and it's not. Okay, now we're gonna have to move forward and then back in. Oh, really? That's pretty cool, Gage. I never drove any kind of vehicle in real life with a tow in the back end. as you can see here, this is, I can't show really well, but let me get the camera in a good angle here. But here is where I have to get the trailer backed in, because the parking spot is behind a bunch of like crates that are right there behind. Huh. That's pretty that's pretty cool. Good to know. I thought it was kind of, I know the physics are not the best, and a lot of people complain about like how it feels unrealistic sometimes, especially with the braking and turning. But I don't know. I like it. I have fun. And that's what matters. Thank you for your service, by the way. Maybe I'm too close from here now. But I'm able to continue turning without scratching my truck. Oh, that's pretty good. I think we're pretty close. I think we're not that far. Let me show you guys where we are. So here is the parking spot. It's right there. And I am just about a foot away from the wall, but I think I can easily go, like, fix, not easily, but let's see what we can do. All right, so let's see, just a little bit forward here. Oh, the other way, that's looking good. Much. I think we're gonna hit the wheels here on this side. That's pretty good. Now we can back up. No, go straight in, because I'll have to go forward and back again. Yes, like this. Hello, Kian. How you doing today, my friend? We're doing a very challenging parking here, so don't mind me going back and forth with the truck. But to me, it's a challenging park. I know that for skilled drivers, that's probably an easy one. But we're pretty close. Oh, it's green already, but I'm not gonna settle with green. We're not even like centered. Not too bad though. I'm pretty good, man. Yeah, it is green already, but let's get it more centered. We've got to go right all the way here. And let's straighten up. All right. There we go. I think now we're going to be centered. There. Yeah, I'm proud of this one. I didn't look too bad doing it. Right, nearly there. A few more feet. Yeah, not perfect, but I'll take this. Pretty good. Pretty good. Hope you can see. If you're on YouTube, you can see pretty well, especially if you're on horizontal or on Twitch. There's one person on Twitch. So to detach the trailer, I have to hit this button, and now it's lowering the arms, and there we are. Excellent. And we leveled up. Let's see if they have some offers here. Thanks, man. Well, it's especially flattering coming from you. I really respect the skills it takes. Is it a person on Insta? Can you elaborate a little more? Are you asking about my live stream on Instagram? Because I can't read the chat on Insta. That's super far for super low pay. No, we're gonna go to another place. Let's see here in Gallup. Now you can't check here. Gotta get off the here and then go back into the menu and job and freight. Yeah, I'm live streaming on Instagram as well. It's the first time I'm doing that. However, I can't read the chat. So I hope I'm not missing a lot. That's far. That's very far. Ooh, that's super far. I want to get a closer one. Deliver for UPS? No. This is closer. Now let's get another one that pays a little better. That's very low payment. This one is paying well. For Lennar. Let's check this one out. There's another city here, Gallup. Let's see. But this is too far. Oh, this is very short but very high pay. Let's do this one. Hey, M's, all right, let me take note of that. I'll take a picture because it's easier. Let me check my Instagram here and see if I can see anything. Yeah, it doesn't show me. I don't see that I'm live streaming. And I see on my other window here the live stream, but I can't read the chat. Yeah, I can't read the chat. That's all right. All right, so let's go. Let's get the... All right, so now we're going to get some more cargo. Until empty here again on my gauge cluster. Did I build all of this? Yes, I did. On my YouTube channel, you can check my tutorial step by step how to build one of these. And there's a bunch of videos there on TikTok showing a lot of the process of the construction and gameplay. Not only with American Truck Simulator, like playing other like regular Assetto Corsa, BeamNG. I don't think it has a name. It's a real car. It was a Volvo S60R once, before it was almost crushed with the interior, and I saved it. Oh, I didn't take note of the distance, but it was just about 21 to 80. So it was 5 miles to 80 miles. I was doing the math on how compressed is the world here on American Truck Simulator. If anybody has the official answer, let me know. Mexico, the land of enchantment. Back past the wait station. Well, I'm pretty light as I'm driving just with the cabin, with just a truck without any trailer. Thank you, man. Fast. We're approaching Gallup on Highway 40 eastbound. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And today is a pretty slow day on TikTok. I don't know what's happening. It's just 4 people watching. I appreciate all of you. It's not normal for TikTok. I don't know if it thinks sometimes I'm driving a real car and kind of shadow bans me. I used to have like 5,000 people watching at the same time on TikTok up to a point. And then they started restricting. I could notice that I would never pass 100. It would just hover the 100 mark. And now sometimes it will just not show to anybody. It's normal for me on YouTube though, because I'm just started on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, help out a small creator, hit the like button, subscribe, and Twitch also. I started live streaming on Twitch just about a month ago, if so. My channel is Flybrick S60R. On my bio there, on the link tree, you'll find the link to my YouTube channel. Which, if you check out my YouTube channel right now, you'll see that I'm streaming in horizontal. So you can see the triple TVs here. I have 3 TVs. So that's why I'm looking to the right and left, because I can see the rear view mirror. Thank you. Get our trailer. It's gonna be a short trip, but I'm sure it's gonna be fun nonetheless. We got 2 trips here, one a little farther and one a little closer. Which one is paying better? Or this one? No, absolutely this one. My trailer. Hey, Kim? Ian? I can't see where the where's the trailer? Nope, not here. Although I see in the map. It's probably here. Have it back in. Oh, right there. Alright, we're gonna go here and back. Now we're aligned, so let me show you guys where we are. Right here, so that is my trailer. Trailer I am attaching to. And if I press comfort, it will attach the trailer. It moved like about a foot. Alright, go back inside. And I think the exit is all the way around. I have to go that way. Thanks, man. Last time somebody said good driving to me, I got like 3 tickets in 5 minutes. Speeding tickets. And I was doing like 30 on a 25. It's pretty annoying. All right, we're gonna take a right here. Ooh, we're not gonna take a right here. Didn't open enough. The game is called American Truck Simulator. Wait there. All right, we're clear. Clear right. I don't know if we're clear left, but just go with the flow. Do not stop on the tracks. Almost hit the sign. Yeah, this one I'm gonna have to turn my camera here. The reason why I have to turn to the left is because my OBS streaming and chat is on my left here, so I can't really see to the left. I can only see to the right. Ooh, there was a truck coming. I'm glad I moved, because I think my trailer was on the tracks. That would have been pretty bad. $35 miles an hour. Let's not get another ticket. I've got like 3 tickets today. Oh, and I said it, but here I am doing 38, almost 40 miles an hour. With cruise control. This way I don't speed. All right, red light. The E60 Moino. Check out my other videos. There's a video with one of my setups, which is an E60. It's currently being worked on, especially the electronics. The electronics on the E60 are not working yet, just the gauges. The E60 is a nice car as well. I liked it. I like to build it. It's the same process as the Volvo. But if you're the truck is a VNL 2014, a Volvo. Yeah, if you look around my videos, you'll see it got pretty popular a few weeks ago. So it's probably like maybe 5 to 10 videos back. You'll see it's unmistakable. It's a BMW E60 with a E90 steering wheel because I have the paddle boards. We're entering the highway and there's a 40-mile-per-hour limit here. Let's hope I don't get a ticket. That's quite annoying. Do I like Volvos? Yes, I do. I like it very much. I have 3 Volvos in my garage. I have 3 Volvos S60. One is an S60R 2005, just like this one. Same navigation, same interior. I have one that is a 2020 Volvo S60 T5 and a 2022 Volvo 60 T8. you could say that I like Volvos. Oh, no way. That's pretty cool, man. Yes, you could say that, Moina. Pretty much. Just get the interiors out, build it, and make the electronics work using a bunch of Arduinos. This truck with the big tubes. You're not fast enough to pass. Come on, dude. Go. I wouldn't say smart. I'm stubborn. If I don't get something to work, I'll keep trying until I go crazy. That's why I'm making tutorials on YouTube, because I like to share the knowledge that I acquired by doing like this stuff, and so people can build if they want. We're like side by side with the other truck. Falls here in New Mexico in game. Sunsets here in game. The colors are usually very pretty. This is an old game by now, and the graphics are not the best, but for the weather and clouds, it's pretty good. Get out of here. That truck made my truck slow down. I have an adaptive cruise control working here. There. I might need to exit the highway, and I am on the left lane, so that's no bueno. And now I'm speeding, which is also no bueno. But I think I gotta at least pass this trailer here. This RV. There we go. Let me in, good sir. Thank you. This game with multiplayers. You can play multiplayer here. However, I'm playing offline right now. I gotta try online. I never did. This is the exit. Are gonna see me parking again. All right, gonna be off to the right. Behind this car right here. That's a beautiful sunset. Look at the clouds. This game can be so beautiful at times. And we got a green light. Go. And the train is coming now. Glad I made it before. Gonna turn here, so we're gonna open up very well, as otherwise we won't be able to enter. Oh, I think I parked here once. This is a nightmare to park. Yes, this one is a nightmare. We gotta park all the way over there. So we might need to enter in reverse, and I don't know if I can reverse in here, or should I reverse it outside? So we'll go with the inside. See you later, Ken. Let's see, I might, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Gotta go like this, otherwise it will get stuck. Gonna be a hard one, but I'm not gonna skip parking. I'm gonna try my best. Right there is where I have to park, so we'll have to go and maybe back in the other parking spot. I installed the engine. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Alright, so backing up right now. I might need to do it back and forth again, because I need to go there. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be a hard one. Let's move forward here. We might need to go forward and back. Get the trailer kind of skewed to the other way. Yeah, there's a big gap in the back, which is where I think I'm gonna go as far as I can. So then I can back in with the trailer, because I'm not in the right parking spot, which is to my right. And now what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go forward and then like pretend I'm leaving. Got pretty close there. Gotta get pretty close, otherwise it won't be able to do that. What I'm thinking. I gotta do this. Yeah. Block the road just a little bit. There we go. Now we gotta do that. Alright, so going here. There we go. Be careful there. But I think we're on the right way. Yes. And this phone call kind of is the person telling me they want the delivery, but now I'm backing up perfectly there. So I hope that will do the trick. Alright, almost. Keep going back. No, a couple of times here, but I think it's gonna work now. Yes. Let me show you guys what I'm doing here. So here's the parking spot right there, in between that trailer and that other trailer right there. So what I had to do was I had to enter and turn around so the rear of the trailer would be facing the right way. So let's finish that part because now I think we're gonna go a little bit forward here. And now we're gonna be able to get it turning. And I hope that was enough. Otherwise we'll go back and forth again. And I have what, an hour? An hour for the delivery. But an hour in game is not an hour in the real world. Alright, that's looking way better. So go back a little more. Straighten up. Yeah, about a couple feet here on the right. And we're gonna just straighten up. That's looking good. Alright, so now let's get it aligned. Did I stall it again? No. Because I gotta be careful with the clutch here. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Let me show you guys where I'm at. Right there. So the parking is right in the back. Just straight in. Just straight in now. It wasn't straight in when I started. Yeah, there we go. Keep backing up. Keep backing up. And it's gonna turn green any second. There we go. Green. Show you guys. But this is where I'm at right now. So I had to get the trailer right in there. And so that was a pretty tight parking. So let's detach the trailer. There we go. Success. And we're not delayed. Yes. Good. All right, I'm gonna pause a little bit, and I think when I come back, I will play a little bit of Assetto Corsa. I feel like driving a little bit in traffic. And let's put the parking brakes on, and I'm just gonna take a 2-minute break, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Let me get my game changed. I'm gonna drive a little bit in Assetto Corsa right now. If you're still here with me, thank you for staying with me. If you're new to my channel, I post tutorials and I go live stream gaming. And I was driving on American Truck Simulator, and now we're gonna switch to another game. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open up No Hesi, and we're going to hop in a public server. With heavy traffic. Got one here. The title of the live stream will be wrong, but it is what it is. Now you can see the dashboard doing its thing. It's restarting, so it will work with a different game. And you can see that it is backlit. A lot of people ask me if the gauges are backlit because when you're like looking at the screen, you can't see the lights. It's just because of the camera, the exposure. There's so much light coming from the TV that it just dims, looks like everything else down here because it's way darker. It doesn't show the light. So everything here is lit. So there's light backlights in here. I see it like in a real car, as you would see the lights and as in the gauge, but for you in the camera, that doesn't show quite right. I would have to change the exposure and thus getting this super bright. Now you can kind of see it when it went dark, but still. All right, so here we are in Assetto Corsa now, and we're gonna drive a Supra MK5. If I can go here on my gauge cluster, and yeah. No Hesi server. It's nighttime. This is Japan, and we can get now I gotta get the volume a little bit lower because I don't know why American Truck Simulator is so low, and I try to improve the sounds. Dude, I love this track here in Japan. I think it's so cool. It's a little different than driving the truck, but it's fun nonetheless. Oh, let me get the points. Down here, let's see if they're showing in the right place, kind of. Let's not crash while we're doing this. Yeah, because here in No Hesi, we have a point system. Have I been in Japan before? No, not in real life, just in game. One day I'd love to. I think Japan is fascinating. And it's funny, I don't see a lot of people from Japan watching any of the live streams. I see people from Australia. Maybe because I don't know, I'm an English-speaking channel, although I'm not a native English speaker, as one can tell by my accent. this highway in Japan must be super cool to drive in. If I go to Japan, I'll make sure I drive here one day. I don't think I can live stream. Oh, you're going next year. That's cool, man. Well, make sure you drive on Chuto Expressway for me. Where are you going there? Too narrow. That was wishful thinking. Can you imagine that? Like, hey, gotta do this. They do this in Japan a lot. Like, hey. I think I heard if you do this, depending on which way you do it in England, is offensive. I didn't know that. Saw that in a video one day. Didn't investigate it to see if it was true or not. Thought it was pretty cool. Pretty interesting. I was born in Brazil, and doing this in Brazil is not good. I know here it's okay, but in Brazil it means something else. It's just I can't say. I want to keep the live stream PG, but yeah, search for like OK sign in Brazil, and it will tell you. Picked the wrong way. And traffic does not stop for you here. I think the day is dawning here in Japan. Unlike American Truck Simulator, that I have the clock here shows the game time, I didn't set it up with a set of courses, so I don't know what time is it in game. I just see the day dawning or getting dark. Yeah, this game requires a little bit more focus, although you guys are quiet. There are, two people, a lot of people watching on YouTube, but I appreciate both of you. And here on TikTok, I don't even know how many people are there, 11. So you guys ask questions, I will answer, I promise, even though I'm focused. Yes, I do have, not the whole interior, if you consider the whole interior as the back seat and the doors. I don't have those. I just have the driver's seat, the passenger seat, the whole dashboard, and everything working. So I can click buttons and they will do things. Yeah, just the front. If you go to my Twitch or YouTube, you'll see the horizontal screen streaming with all the TVs also, because I have a triple TV setup. Yeah, a little mad. But I gotta say, I'm a madman having fun. Yep, everything works. The speedometer, the docks, the turn signal, everything. Every single button you see here does work. They're not for show. And the gauges work, the gas works, handbrake works, so you see the light coming on if I pull the handbrake. The car I'm driving is a Supra MK5, as one can see right here. Yes, I am a little bit of mad. I'm racing. Yeah. I'm racing to protest here in game. But there's nobody protesting here in Japan. Yes, sir. I have an E60 on my TikTok. You can check out my E60 also. Do I play Forza? Yes, sometimes. As I started the stream today, somebody said I should drive on Forza Horizon 5. I gotta reinstall the game. When I changed my CPU to the current one, I reinstalled Windows. I've been meaning to do a fresh reinstall for ages, and so I didn't reinstall Forza Horizon yet. But I do play, I like it. Forza Horizon is, yes, arcade, but it's also fun. Yeah, I usually play alone here, although I'm on an online server. All right. Make sure, like, I think my, yeah, traction control is on. Now it's off. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Everybody's quiet today. Yes, you can talk. You can chat. I'll try to answer. I promise. I don't mind if I crash. I'm not here for a point run. Your racing simulation for sharing the live stream. Thank you, brother. Driving in Shuto Expressway Assetto Corsa game. This track here is called Chutoku Revival Project, and it's by far my favorite track here in Assetto Corsa. With all the mods that community has created over the years, this is one of the best. And I'm also using Pure and also CSP Preview. So if it was raining here in the game, I'd be seeing the rain. Because amazingly, this game did not come supporting rain when it was launched. It took quite a few years to get a realistic, good-looking rain model here, and they did it. Which is quite amazing if you think about it. This is like a 2013 game that people have been modding like crazy, and even now that the new game has just released, granted still in early release mode, it's still like favorite by a lot of people. Thought I was going to be able to go left there, but I wasn't. If you're watching on YouTube, just make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you don't mind. If you like the content, I have tutorials on my YouTube channel teaching how to build the simulator, the steering wheel, and the Apple CarPlay. And I'm working on other tutorials for everything else, all the electronics, everything. Hey, Eliamo, pretty good. How about you? Hoping you are having a fantastic Saturday. Nice! You found one? Oh man, awesome. You're gonna love it. You're gonna enjoy the process a lot. I don't remember you in particular, I'm sorry. I have a very, very bad memory. But I love when people tell me they're building a simulator like mine, because I think that's, you know, that's amazing. We're saving cars, man. We're saving their souls. Getting the interior out before they get crushed. I think it's so sad. So many good interiors are crushed every single day, and they could have turned out amazing simulators, you know. Pro swimmer. Yeah, it's this run has been good so far. Although I'm like on my last 2 strikes here. My best run here was 377 million points during a live stream, which is to me impressive. Because I'm reading the chat and trying to talk and pay attention, you know, also on the swimming process here. Oh, absolutely. Put in the comments and the tutorial, and I'll try to help as much as I can, man. I did the BMW E60, and I didn't do the electronics yet, but I will use the electronics on the BMW to record the tutorial, parts of the tutorial, the electronics one. The good news is my tutorial on YouTube that shows the Volvo being built, it's also gonna work for the BMW, because I used exactly the same process in the BMW 360 I built, and I can tell you, yes, it works. It's the same process, the same method. A bunch of 2x4s, 2x6s, grouped together, some carpet on top of it. Just taking the time to get everything like the right size, the right distance, and then you have a pretty awesome simulator in your house. Ooh, that was pretty close. Usually people on YouTube are quiet on the chat, and TikTok is usually yapping around. Today is the opposite. TikTok is pretty quiet, and I can't hear you or see you on Instagram. I know I'm live streaming on Instagram as well. However, unfortunately, I haven't found out a way to read the chat. I'm working on it, and today's the first live stream I do on Instagram. So if you're watching on Instagram right now, see there's messages there, and I did not respond. I'm not ignoring you. I just can't read the messages on, unfortunately, on Instagram. Let's not hit the wall here, because I'm on a point run, apparently. Yeah, the electronics part, Eliamo, is like, you can take the time you want. They're not like essential. Like, if you have correct seating position, that's the first step, right? And depending on what wheelbase you choose, you can get the steering wheel. I do not recommend doing the steering wheel mod if you're using like a non-direct drive steering wheel. So a T300, a G29, those steering wheels are not strong enough for this kind of weight that a real steering wheel has. So I don't recommend it. Also the size, they have more leverage. They might just destroy. This is No Hesi mod on Assetto Corsa. Yes, sir, it is. I love No Hesi. You have the point system, which is pretty dang awesome. You have the traffic, which is pretty cool. There's several types of servers with realistic traffic, with unrealistic, like I'm driving right now. This is not the realistic one. I was having a glitch on my realistic one, so I gotta find out why that was happening. But meanwhile, I just, have fun here. With the VR mod, nice, yeah. For those who can handle VR, VR is an amazing equipment, technology. I can't, unfortunately. I get motion sickness. Usually if I am on a VR headset, especially driving or flying that have more motion, I get motion sickness super fast. It's not even fun. But if I'm just like playing other games that are, oh no, come on. Ooh, I'm almost on my personal best. Didn't want to hit there. I don't know why traffic did that. Oh man, that was so close. If I'm careful, I can pass my personal best, which is 377 million points. On a live stream and reading the chat. So I know there's a lot of people who achieve 1 billion points and so on, but I am quite proud of my 377 million points, which is pretty close to being surpassed and I don't have the time constraint now. I still have 12 minutes of this run. Now I gotta stop worrying about that because I start driving awful when I'm like close to, you know, personal best and that kind of stuff. Think like that. Oh no. Oh, come on. And I lost. Oh, dude. It was at 377. Nearly. And I lost that combo. Oh, man. I'm usually not attached to points, but when you're close to your personal best, dude, that was super unnecessary. Come on, man. You can do better. I'd be at 500 million by now. Well, I passed my personal best, but I could have been at 500 million so far. Let's see. I just have one more strike, so no more mistakes. No more mistakes here for you, sir. And when you swim across several lanes, that is better points. Ooh. Oh yeah, here we go. 400, and we get to 500 million. The Logitech, yeah, it works. I mean, you can put it in any car, you know, real car dashboard. You'll have to do some modding, especially in the wheel area, but you should be able to get it working. I just don't recommend you put a BMW steering wheel on that. Just slap a logo for now until you have, you know, a budget to buy like a Moza R5 at least. With the Moza R5, you should be able to handle the added weight a little better. I use a 12 Newton meters, not a Logitech, a Fanatec, and you know it works pretty well. And I have to dial down the force feedback, otherwise it's too heavy. And since cars have power steering, 500 million points, nice. So since cars have power steering, the feeling is not right if you're just too heavy, you know, like it's like you broke your power steering. All right, 536 million points. I think it's funny the way they kind of make the points look so big. I have 9 more minutes, but I don't have any more strikes, so if I do crash, it's done. But I'm happy. I'm pretty happy with the number. Live streaming, reading the chat, and nearly 600 million points. Uh, 606 million points. Yeah, the biggest problem is by the end, I have to make sure I do the U-turn right when we get to the end, so it works, you know, and I don't crash because I don't have any other strikes here. Usually they give you 3 strikes now. And we're almost at the end of the stretch here of the highway. I turned a little bit too soon there. I almost hit. close. 600, almost 7. Yeah, this is where the road ends, and we gotta be real careful here, especially when I do the U-turn. So I might want to stay in the middle of the lane up ahead, because I need to kind of open up the turn and pull the handbrake at the perfect time so I don't lose my 717 million points, which is my personal best so far. And we'll see how far we can go, because I just have one more strike. So if I touch anything, a wall, a car, anything, that goes poof, goes away. I'll just be patient here, because the U-turn point is coming, and I'm gonna stay like right in the middle of the lanes here, because otherwise there's a car that's going, you know, come by here. Slow down. Let's see. Okay. I usually make this turn without crashing, but just because I need it, I'm like gonna be super careful, and I'm gonna be. All right. Didn't crash. Just be careful now. And we still got 6 more minutes. Can we get to 1 billion points? Be careful here, exiting the. All right. Let's get those points going back up. Come on, people. All right, now we're gonna have the open road. And let's see. 5th gear, let's try the sweet spot speed of 120 to 140 miles an hour. And we got 5 more minutes, and we'll see if we can get to 1 billion points without crashing before time runs out, because there's a time constraint as well. Being a little more careful here, but I think it's doing well. Pick up some speed here so we get some combo points. Alright, 830. Let's slow down. Go back. So close. And the more risky and closer the maneuvers are, better points you get. Oh, that was so close to hit. 4 minutes. I got 4 minutes. And then it will reset anyways. Everybody's so quiet. I'm the only one talking. I know there's a few people there. There's not a lot of people watching, but I appreciate all of you, so thank you. $900. Can we get to 1 billion in 3 minutes? Without crashing, obviously. $940. hands are sweating officially. I can feel on the leather. Ooh, almost. I was braking too hard for a second there. Did I start at 0 points? Yes, I did, sir. It always starts at 0. You'll see it resets in 2 minutes if I do not crash. And 99. No. We gotta get to 1 billion. Come on. 1 billion points. Yeah. Oh, I hit it. I did hit it, but I got to 1 billion. It was like there was a minute and a half, so I'd be at best 1,050,000,000 points. Like, oh, that's nice. It puts me in 9,000th place in the NoHesi server. So, yeah, not the best, but not the worst by far. Yeah, that was pretty good. I think we're gonna get to the pits, and I'm gonna call it a day because it's you know, you stop while you're winning. Let's go insane to the pits. Drive faster and probably crash. So now when somebody asks me, I can say I have my personal best of 1 billion points. And you guys were here to witness that. Three monitors. There are 3 monitors here on my setup right now. Ari, you testified to that. Thank you. Man, you're watching on YouTube. Why are you not watching on the horizontal streaming? I don't know if you're on your phone. Because on the horizontal, you can see the rear view mirror, and that's on my on the 3rd monitor. So I have one on my left, this one, and the right one. Actually, I have 5 monitors hooked up to my computer. This is a monitor as well, and I have my desktop in the back. TikTok is usually, well, today there's tumbleweed growing there. Usually there is about 50 to 100 people there. Maybe TikTok flagged as driving today, so it's kind of shadow banning my live stream there. And I have no clue what's happening on Instagram right now. So I'm streaming on Twitch on both formats. I'm streaming here on YouTube where you are, and I'm streaming on TikTok and Instagram. However, on Instagram, I unfortunately cannot read the chat right now, and I can't see anything on how many people are there and what's going on. There's nothing. So I'm hopeful that I am live streaming there because I don't even know. We'll find out later, I guess. Ooh. I won't, but thank you, Eliama. I really appreciate that, man. And your support. Oh, you see that? We got a glitch. Your support is really, really appreciated, man. Especially on YouTube for me, because that's the platform I'm trying to build and grow. And it's so hard to grow on YouTube. I really commend all those folks that have 1,000 plus subscribers. I mean, I grew here on TikTok and Instagram to over 100,000, but it's different. I don't know how to explain. It's just different. It's starting to rain here. It's sunny and raining. But I'm not going to tell anyone. And there's not a lot of people watching right now. There's what, 6, counting 4 on YouTube, horizontal, 2 on vertical, and what, 8 people on TikTok. But I appreciate all of you. Funny because the rain is starting to get harder here, but the sky looks pretty clear. Oh man, let me know, dude. I'll definitely support you too, because I think that's super nice. All right, we're here at the parking lot with other online folks. So I will stop live streaming today because I've been live streaming for quite a while now, and I had a lot of fun. I really appreciate all the support you guys gave me, and I really hope to see you guys again. So if you're not following before I end up the live stream, please click the follow button, click subscribe if you're on YouTube, click the like button. The live stream will remain on, and that helps a lot. Do you have to connect your Steam account to Nohesi? I don't think you have to. I think that's easier if you do that. But I think you can do without Steam. On, I think so, yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but like 95% sure. All right, folks. Catch you on the next one. I really appreciate everyone that stuck around with me, and I hope to see you guys again. Have an awesome